And it looks like we are live, so I'm going to say hello everyone and welcome to a sweaty stream for sweaty people. My goodness, it is warm today. I noticed recently in one of my videos, I'd written the video before the heat wave turned up. So in it, I mocked British weather for only having like 2 days tops of when it's like quite warm. It's been a while. I don't think we've had a cold day for like 2 weeks at least.
Longer.
But today has been particularly sweaty. I went to the shops, and even as a bigger gentleman, I'm not usually that sweaty. I was fucking damp. I was just melting as I wandered the streets. Mrs. Sick went out and had a doctor's appointment, and she said she was sat in the waiting room and just like her face basically falling off.
I was literally melting.
Yeah, it is
It was
harsh.
like watching a candle melt. And I was like, oh my god, where's this coming from?
I don't even know how this much liquid could be in my body.
Yeah, it's the humidity.
Yeah, 100%.
Heat usually doesn't bother me. It's the humidity that bothers me.
But yeah, so I make an apology for having said in one of my videos that British summertime is never more than like 2 days long. Clearly, that was wrong, and it is sweaty as fuck.
It's probably because the world is changing.
I can't imagine why. Probably because of, I don't know, people that God hates.
The plague that is called humanity.
Yeah. Anyway, so how are we all doing? Are you sweaty bastards? I assume some of you are. Yeah. Also, any Americans in the chat who are like, it's like 25 degrees over there, 25°C, not Fahrenheit. We use real numbers in this country, mostly, except when we don't, because.
Well, we've got pounds and stones.
When you have buildings designed to keep all the heat in, they keep all the heat in, including the bad heat that you don't want. It is gross. Yeah, I know. Like in Australia, like 25 degrees C is like a reasonably chilly day. They're like, why are you so warm? It's because our houses aren't designed for this shit. The bees are back. Are we saying that there is a noise on stream? I mean, there might be. I have an air conditioner on, and it's not going anywhere.
Deal with it. Deal with the bees.
Apparently, my offering librarians an easy entrance for tabletop RPGs is something they want. Oh,
yeah, nice.
Cool. I get to work in a lovely air-conditioned office all day. It was so cold earlier, I contemplated putting a jumper on. You're a fucking show-off. How dare you? Yeah. Even in my own home, where it's so moist. Very. Air conditioning in England. Open the fucking window. Yeah, but now you don't want to do that. Because it lets all the hot air in. Unless you have an air conditioner where, Although you can't get the good ones, which is extremely annoying. Which is to say, a good one is one that will give you a pipe to suck air from outside and then a pipe to pipe it back outside. You only get the one pipe ones.
We had to purchase that AC.
Oh, yeah.
It's not something that just comes with the building. Yeah,
they don't come with buildings. And the best thing about one that we purchased ourselves, when we move to another building, they're coming with us. Whoever else is, they'll have to do that. Thought you didn't have AC out there. Well, you don't as standard. That's the difference. Of course you can buy AC. There's lots of reasons that you might want to have it, might need to have it. And my main thing was, we had the year before I bought the first one, like 3 days of summer, I couldn't fucking think for how hot it was. I couldn't work on any of those days. And I was like, this is wrong. This is bad. I had like 50 fans all pointing at me at once. and still barely able to function. So I decided to invest in an AC, and it was an absolutely brilliant investment. It's one of the best things I've ever spent money on, to the point where I bought a second one so that I could have one in the living room and one in the bedroom, so that the rooms that I mostly use I could actually exist in without dying and without having to move a great big fucking piece of equipment from room to room, which is what I had previously been doing. When I would work, I would bring it into the bedroom where my quote-unquote office is, and during the weekend I would then move it into the living room to use it there. But yeah, now I have two, and it's a good idea. Although the one in the bedroom is a lot smaller and a lot cheaper, and it's not being that effective at the moment. I mean,
it fills the bucket up like constantly.
Yeah, it pulls the condensation out of the air like crazy. While watching a sick live stream. Okay. Oh, nothing like wearing snug jammies and drinking hot chocolate on a cold winter's night. Screw you. How dare you. I've got two choices. Buy an AC or lose £100 and stop drinking. Well, then you're going to have to buy an AC. Also, I would still be too hot regardless of weight. Even when I was younger and more svelte, the heat fucks me up like so badly, and it's only gotten worse.
He's sensitive boy.
You invested in Animal Crossing. In what sense? I have a copy of Animal Crossing. I have an island in the newest one that my children have fucking ruined. Yeah, I got Animal Crossing, and the kids were, "Oh, can I play, Daddy?" I was like, "Oh, of course. What harm could my children possibly do?" They've destroyed it. It is a hellscape of random, expensive objects placed down, trees that say "Gold tree belongs to X" written on the floor in front of them, and just no. It genuinely made me stop playing the game, because I was so upset at how shit my... It wasn't a perfect island, but...
Was that the one where they put toilets in the front garden?
They did so many terrible, monstrous things to my island. But now I have a Switch too, so I've been considering buying them their own cartridge copy, because I bought the downloadable copy on my Switch. Buy them a cartridge copy. Well, originally the idea was to... I have a MIG switch. For those of you who know, you know. But they're really, really scary to use now because Nintendo has been banning consoles. And bear in mind, I buy my games and I copy them using the Flash device. I am that, like, one of about 10 people who uses it not for piracy. So I had planned to do the same. And now I don't want to, so I'll just buy them copies of their own games. That's the only thing. Shares in Animal Crossing? No, of course not. Unless you mean like the turnip market. But still no. It's too much effort. Gaming is boring. Oh, I've got a solution for that, Benji. Ooh, I don't usually time people out, but don't tell me that things that I like are boring. You're boring, Benji. How do you like that, you little person?
How do you like them apples?
You what?
How do you like them apples?
How do you enjoy those fruit?
Speaking of apples, because we went out on the weekend.
Yeah.
I thought, I'll get the kids a healthy snack. I'll get them some apples.
They didn't eat any of them.
They didn't eat any of them, and then we got back in the car and they were warm.
Ugh.
And I was like, oh, that's disgusting. And the
How
kids,
do you like them
and then
warm
the kids
apples?
like, oh, I'll have one.
Just
Like,
got
what?
here. Did the kids troll Sir Sickleson? They didn't troll me. They have no taste. My children, for interior and exterior design, just give not a single shit. So I've been thinking about spending money on them to reward this behavior by effectively giving them my old Switch, my Switch OLED, and a copy of a game that they both really like, and they probably get a lot of fun out of it. I'm just deciding when I should give it to them, because everything's so far away. The birthdays are well gone, and Christmas is kind of a while off. I might give it to them. Actually, that would be nice. Give them the Switch to go to my mum's with. I think they'd probably get a kick out of that with a charger.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah. Animal Crossing, that way. Do you remember when Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing came out at the same time and there was nothing else but the funniest crossovers between the two? Oh, yes. Yes, that was very fun. Although I didn't play Animal Crossing at the time. I did play a bit of Doom Eternal. But yeah. How many kids do you have? 12? No, 2. And it's enough. They both have ADHD. They know how to cause the destruction of many. I had the opposite problem in the winter at the caretaker's house of a ceremony. We had to live on the enclosed porch with a gas heater. This sounds like one of those made-up stories that old people tell. Oh, we had to go 8 miles to school uphill both ways. I appreciate the sticker, Fazagazer. Or Fazagaza. I have no idea how to pronounce your name.
Fazagazer.
I take offense to that. The house I built in The Sims in 2005 was sick. It probably was. That's how Mrs. Sick plays games like that, actually. She barely plays well, at least when she played The Sims. You'd barely play it for The Sims. You'd play it to interior decorate, didn't you? And design houses and shit.
Eventually. I did play it originally, mainly just so I could have a family that... I built me and my family.
She built it to have a family she likes.
Yeah, so I could have a family who appreciated me.
Oof. But yeah, you should see how she plays fucking what's it called? Zoo Planet Zoo.
Well done.
There you go. I got there in the end. It is just horrendous, especially considering that she owns all the DLC. Because every time a DLC pack comes out, she's like, "Oh, babes, get me that. It's got this animal in it."
There's another pack out, by the way.
That I'll never put into my thing. But all the packs come with items, and that's what she's after.
Yeah, I like the decorate.
It's her hobby.
There's another one. There's a new one.
I know. I'm sure there's many new ones.
But I've had a look at what the assets are, and I'm not that interested.
I assume that's why you haven't asked me.
Yeah.
At least Sick isn't talking about movies. Are movies boring too? Is it all boring? Is all culture and media just one great big void to you? Except apparently for random assholes talking nonsense on the internet. That's where the real quality entertainment is. Or am I boring too? I wouldn't be fucking surprised. I have a couple of weekends of cat sitting come up. One female cow cat and one male tabby. The tabby tends to get overstimulated at the slightest thing. Bring a laser pen. It'll be fucking hilarious. You what?
It's an anxious cat.
And what makes it anxious? I thought overstimulated meant like it was zoomies constantly.
Yeah, probably because it's anxious.
Sick is friendly firing. There's nothing friendly about me. I am a piece of shit. I will destroy you all given the chance. Hey, Sick, do you like Forrest Valkai? I've watched some of his videos. They were pretty good. I don't know him personally. He did shout me out in a video, including some other people, which, you know, as if I was on the same level as them. But, you know, fair enough. I appreciated it.
What the hell is a tabby? So, you know,
we're calling this culture now? I know, terrible.
You know, there's cats that have, like, crazy markings all over them. Usually, the most obvious ones are, like, on their head. They have lines. And then it goes down their back, and then they have ringlets around their tail. Those are tabbies.
I have hundreds of movies of Laserdisc. I don't believe you. There are like 7 movies that came out on Laserdisc. I know that there are more, but shut up. It is quite the thing to have a collection of, though. Like, Laserdisc is just... It's a good format. Like, for the time, it's crazy.
Please talk about Egypt. I was literally doing... I was looking at Egyptian hieroglyphic dictionaries today.
Hello, dragon healer. Stop healing all the dragons. I hurt them on purpose. You should play something on stream while talking. I have done that in the past.
I think those are tigers. Tigers are tabbies, yes.
But if you want to watch a stream with talking, Mrs. Sick has one that she does every day of the week, more or less. Also, hey, Yanis, how you doing, mate? Um, yeah, she streams every day. She plays Dark Souls
I try to stream every
and gets.
weekday,
She
not every
beat
day.
Champion Gundyr. Oh yeah, she did. She fucking annihilated him. I mean, after a few goes, but still.
He was a bitch.
Yeah. Fun fact: the reason Chalico cats look more, or calico, sorry, Chalico, calico cats look like they do is because different parts of their bodies have different chromosomes expressed. It's mosaicism. This can happen
Is that why
with.
they're mostly females?
Interesting.
Or are they exclusively females? I can't remember.
Can Mrs. Six speak Coptic? Probably not.
Not really.
She could barely speak English. Have you heard her? See all the e-buy gums and we had a right good dose. Jeez.
I can kind of read Middle Egyptian, but I'm still trying to like fully learn. I know some words, but that's about it.
Corny, you should learn better that having a job is not as important as watching Mrs. Strick stream video games badly. It seems like a lot of people here like Forrest Valkai. He reached 300k subs last week.
Oh,
Good for him.
Good for him.
Yeah. He makes better fucking videos than I do. But he like actually knows science and shit. I just know what I have to learn by fucking reading all sorts of bullshit. Takes ages. He already knows it. Cheater. Getting an education. Piece of crap. Criterion Collection Chasing Amy DVD commentary. Kevin Smith mentioned that someone who sounds like him on the Laserdisc release said that DVDs will never catch on. Was it him? Was it him? Yeah. Error. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain streaming. Viewers will experience buffering. Oh no.
No.
I have fucking gigabyte internet. It can't be anyone's fault but your own, YouTube. I don't believe it. I have that, and I have like a fucking 16-core monster computer. Sick, you generally have funnier videos than Forrester. I would fucking hope so. Because I'm literally a comedy channel first. Or at least an entertainment channel first. I just try to be right about things. I actually wrote a video today that I just really enjoyed writing. I had it fact-checked. And it was pretty fucking solid. I was quite happy with myself. Forrest's cheesy acting ruins most of it, but it's good for some entertainment. Well, the thing about cheesy acting is if you accept that that's what it is and enjoy it for what it is, knowing that it's cheesy and embracing it, you'll probably have a lot more fun. Like, I do certain things on purpose in ways that are ridiculous and over the top because for me, it's fun. Like, that's how I always make videos. I don't like to make videos for the sake of it. I've said this before. I was talking about just being a YouTuber in general to Miss Sick the other day. Like, never, ever, if you're a content creator and you ever feel the need to make filler content, stop being a YouTuber creator. Stop. Because you're not doing it for fun. And if you're not doing it for fun, it'll be really obvious that's what you're doing. Like, every video that I make, even the ones that I'm not the most proud of, I at least had enjoyment while I wrote it. I wrote it in a way that I liked. If you're making stuff because you need something for that day, then I don't know. And if you have nothing to do for weeks at a time, either don't do anything and just wait for the good video, or stop. Like, seriously. It's not worth it, because I think that's how a lot of people end up burning out, is they make videos that they don't get anything out of. It's really fucking obvious to people watching when you are just phoning it in. I think that's part of why I've done like 5 years pretty much non-stop without burning out. A, because I gave myself weekends, and B, because I make sure everything I write is something that I at least enjoy. At least when I'm editing a video, I'm not like fucking sick to death of everything I said. I say things that make me laugh all the time, because there's only one person that it really matters for me to think that I need to think the things I say are funny, and that's me. If I say things because I think you'll find it funny, but I don't, what the fuck am I doing? Like, that's madness. That's complete madness. It's why I find it really, really funny when someone tells me that I think I'm funny. It's like, no, I don't think I'm funny. I find me funny. It's not quite the same thing.
Speaking of writing, how does one motivate to actually get down to writing? I'm trying to write a novel.
I have no idea what she just said then because it's so loud in here.
Okay, so typically, from what I've seen, like, I wouldn't call myself a writer, but I do write things. What I tend to do is I find an inspiration from places. Like, it depends what you're writing. If you're writing a novel like a crime-based novel, then you watch crime shows. You go research like weird or interesting things that happened in that type of genre, and then you take little bits here and there, and you go, oh, that's a cool idea. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. And then you just kind of make an amalgamation of things, and then you look at all your big ball of ideas, and then you start expanding on them in your own unique way. So yeah, it's like if you want to write a fantasy novel, you watch fantasy things, you read fantasy books, you pick up ideas. D&D's fantastic for that type of thing.
I think if you want to write fantasy novels, you should just watch non-stop hardcore porn and just base all your stories on people fucking each other's brains out.
Base your relationship expectations on what you see.
just someone will read it. Someone will read it, and the worst part is someone will like it. I am an AO3 fanfic author. I don't know what AO3 is, but anybody who writes something is a writer. It's just about levels. Like, I don't consider myself a writer, but I write at least 8 to 10 pages of dialogue every single week, non-stop all year. There are professional book writers who don't write that much. I wouldn't say it's all the highest quality of content, but it is all my voice. And I do fucking proofread things and shit like that. I rewrite a lot of stuff. I rewrite a lot of stuff on the fly, like when I'm recording, because sometimes I mostly write like I talk, but sometimes I don't realize that I would say it in a different way, at least out loud. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how George R.R. Martin started. And the thing about doing anything creative is the only way to start is to start.
Yeah, you just start, and then you pick up ideas as you go along. Like, one of the best things is like writing down things that you find interesting or amusing or whatever, like, and you just have a little notebook with you and you just make notes.
Yeah, write things. And if you find that you don't enjoy writing things, probably not a writer. Writing is one of my favorite parts of what I do. Recording's okay, even I do like performing, but I usually perform just after I've written, so it can be a little bit of a slog, because I'll usually have been writing all day, and then I have to finish it off by having as full-bodied a performance as possible. That can be quite hard, but I don't hate it, except when people fucking constantly interrupted me by driving past the building with the loudest cars on earth. Every single one of those people, I hope that they die in a burning car wreck that hurts no one but themselves. They made me very mad, especially when they won't stop. But yeah, any creative outlet, just do it. If you find you don't like doing it, you probably don't like doing it, so I wouldn't necessarily push it. But if you can do it and you can enjoy it for its own sake, which is exactly how I started making videos like these, then just keep doing it. You'll just find you do it a lot. It is easier to do with some amount of success. I'm not going to lie to you. Doing work with no success and no feedback is a lot harder than it is to create things and you've got people like talking about it and talking to you and engaging with it. That is significantly easier. But there is a point at which that then becomes hard again because it can be a little bit scary. You know, I don't know enough words to be a good sentencer. Thank you so much.
That's funny. Discussion between Stephen King and George R. R. Martin on writing practices. George, so how do you write so much of the 80s? Cocaine.
Being left-handed writing on paper sucks. You need to start using left-handed pens.
Yeah.
Cersic casting his eldritch spells of petty revenge. If only. I spent time planning to make a YouTube channel. 6 years later, I still haven't. Then I just did it in the moment, and now I have a small channel with tons of notes. Nice. There you go. That's the way to do it. I spent a long time. I was making YouTube videos on several different channels before I landed on one that worked. And funnily enough, much like the thing I started with was gaming. And honestly, I think I could still probably pull it off to a degree, but I'd have to refocus away from like gameplay shit. I'd probably end up being like a one of those assholes who breaks down video games and says things that sound clever, but mostly with dick jokes involved. But yeah, I started off writing reviews, and reviews are a lot of work. They were generally some of my better performing videos, but they were also a lot of work, and I wasn't getting much feedback, not as much as I'd have liked. And I started doing like first impressions and stuff, and fucking nobody watched that shit. Like, there was an amount, it was not zero. I wasn't one of those channels that literally has hundreds of videos with 1 to 0 fucking views on it. And no offense to those guys, but there's a really good chance there's a reason no one watches them. Not gonna lie. No. If flesh gore, what the fuck are you talking about? Bummer guy with a drinking problem. I know he has a problem with walls. Do you have whiskey glasses? As in a pair of glasses to find my whiskey? I mean, what else is being able to see for? I work in a company where customers have accounts and have to sign invoices at the counter. I have seen left-handed people honestly spin the invoice 180 degrees and sign upside down. I have seen the hooked, the sort of hook.
Well, one of my friends in school was left-handed, and she used to write backwards. Which I found fascinating, that she could get it like perfectly on the line by just writing the words backwards.
Yanas, when I first started out on Reddit, I was helping to run the Star Wars sub. After a few years, I came to the realization that I hated most Star Wars fans. Most Star Wars fans do. So I quit and started Facebook Science instead. Yeah, and Facebook Science is, I don't know how big Reddit subs get, but it's reasonably big. And it's probably a lot more fun. Especially with like anything, I find that anything that is like purely opinion based can get really fucking weird.
Hello, baby. You coming up?
Debunking woo is a very important contribution to society right now, Gosick. It's always important.
Yeah?
I mean, my main focus and something that I call myself, and I don't know if this sounds pretentious or if it just sounds stupid, but I consider my channel to be an atheist-focused entertainment channel. Like, the main goal
You baby.
is to make enjoyable videos first, and then to like, accuracy is important. Like, I don't be inaccurate for no fucking reason. I absolutely hate it. Like, I like that people is there a limit on subscriptions? I know there's a limit on number of videos in Watch Later. I don't know if there's a limit to subscriptions. I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that.
Oh my god.
I've forgotten what I fucking started saying. God damn it. Someone will remind me. What did I start saying?
Don't wriggle, don't wriggle. No, no, no.
Speaking of Star Wars, from all the stuff Disney made, I expected the least of Andor, and in my opinion, was the best they made. Mrs. Six sent me a message that says, "Oh, we need to start watching Andor. Put it on the Plex server." I was like, "You know that's Star Wars, right?" And she went, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, okay."
I'm not the
yeah,
biggest
apparently
Star
it's
Wars
quite.
fan. I
She
think it's
doesn't like the original trilogy
No.
or any of them, to be honest. She watched.
I don't know. I just find them a bit boring, and also the acting's not amazing.
She is not a man of culture. It's ridiculous. I had a left-handed manager at store I worked at who wrote right-handed because of that. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people do just have to do that shit. It's annoying.
I've lost my nerd cred. No, I do like Star Trek.
I've always wanted to host a car podcast? Car podcast. Thank you, Mouth. Very useful. But I feel like nobody is want to listen to my listen. Oh, that is what you said. Is want to listen to my boring rants and hot takes. Other than that, I don't have much to offer this world. You need to have something that you're interested in. If you have a sort of hyper-focus, something. You were saying you're an entertainment channel. Oh, yeah, I consider myself an entertainment channel first and foremost, even though it is important to be factually correct. That's where I was going. The thing I hate, like, I like it, it's good, and people should, but when I fuck up, it's both pretentious and stupid. There lies the beauty. Thank you so much. When I say something obviously and objectively wrong, usually it's as an aside and something I haven't like hugely thought about. Because sometimes, here's one of the problems with brains, is that there is something in your head right now that is really fucking obviously wrong if you think about it, but you won't because you were told it once by some old fuck, and your brain has now put that into the true slot, and you'll say it out loud somewhere, and someone will go, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And you're just like, "Oh God." And it happens occasionally. It happens less today than in years ago, mostly because most of the stupid shit that I've ever thought was correct has been corrected.
She's molting like mad.
Cat's molting into Mrs. Six's face. But yeah, it's annoying when I say something that was wrong. Not as annoying when nobody in my chat agrees to whether or not the thing I said was wrong or right. And it's a weirdly divisive thing. And I'm like finding it quite hard to actually figure out what fucking true is. That can be very annoying. There's that one guy with a beard and glasses that runs about 10 channels about science and tech and history. And the amount of facts he gets wrong is making him infamously unreliable. If you run 10 fucking channels, there's a good chance you're doing this entirely as a, content farming. So I almost think that might be by design, because that also gets you people coming in to have a go at you for saying something stupid. That's an interesting concept. I've never liked that idea. I never liked the idea of when people will say, "Oh, it's a really good idea. There's all these people that think this very wrong thing. I should just say more wrong things so I can get money out of them." No, don't do that. Never do that. What the fuck is wrong with you? A, there's enough misinformation in the world that you don't need to be adding to it. B, you want these people to stop being wrong, not just reinforce their wrongness. I've had a number of people tell me that I have been instrumental in them basically stopping being wrong.
I've never heard of him, so I looked it up. He says his controversial opinion was that dogs are lesser than humans.
This is someone who runs a tech channel.
Apparently.
I mean, dogs are lesser than humans is insanity.
Apparently he's a well-known YouTuber with 1,000 channels. What?
1,000 channels has to be an exaggeration, and if it isn't, oh my fucking god.
I'm assuming it's an exaggeration.
But yeah, I mean, people like that, you can see them definitely shitting out like a million, like maybe he would. Content mill, that's the fucking word. If he has anything that's like or sciencey or religiousy, all of Sir Six opinions are in the superposition of being based and whack.
Oh my god, you're so loud.
Oh, come on, that was really funny.
That's fine, but you don't need to do that.
Yeah, I do need to laugh. Mrs. Sick hates it when I feel joy. Makes her very angry.
Can you just be joyful?
Just enjoy things quietly.
Exactly.
No, fuck you. I'm lucky enough to have never heard of Simon Whistler. Well, that ends today. Oh, yeah. If there's any good videos of his that would work on this channel, please. My email is on my about section.
What does based mean? As expected.
Based is like depending on who you ask, it can mean different things, but it effectively just means very good, the right way to be.
I thought you meant as expected.
No. Based as in based means, yeah. Based, like owning the libs. Like I said, depending on who you ask, but, you know, there are people have sort of reclaimed based to whatever thing they like. And it generally now just means correct or the right thing or the right opinion or good. Based means basic. No, oh, bases means, yeah. Like, I can't remember who I was watching that used it, and it just made me laugh so hard.
Have a good sleep.
That was it. All things that are based must eventually come to a cringe, and that made me laugh so hard. That was Noodle, who makes really good animation videos, and also pop stick fucking. They're weird, but they're good. He made this one about FPS, and it is one of my favorite videos that I will re-watch, even though all of the information in it is now in my head, because it's just so entertaining. Ace of based, fuck you. So when you baste a turkey, you correct all of its factual errors. Fuck you. How dare you? Did I already ask if rather is a verb or an adverb? I have no idea, and I don't care. The question is, and ask this of Kent Hovand, is how many uses of the word fuck are there? And then just share that fucking ancient meme video about fuck. Comes from the German word fricken, which means to strike, which isn't even right, but it's funny. Who's your atheist YouTuber? Mine's Dark Matter and Mindshift. What do you mean by who's mine?
I'm assuming your favourite.
Oh, right, favourite. I don't know. That's actually a really hard question, because it depends on exactly what you mean. Like, here's the big thing about doing this as a job. I don't fucking watch many atheist YouTubers anymore. Not really. It's because I'm doing it most of the time. Occasionally I will. But it's like, it's work. Watching more, like I'm sitting there and I'm like, I should make a video on this fucking person they're responding to or topic they're talking about. And that's, yeah. And as much as I like my job, I also like not doing my job when I'm not doing my job. And frickin' does mean to strike, I thought. Frickin' does mean to strike, but that doesn't mean that's where fuck comes from. That's the important wrong part. There's 3 F's in nature: food, fight, and mating. It's feed, fight, and mating, but yes. I'm learning on your channel. Go us. Oh no, you're not supposed to do that. Have you not read the intro to my videos? Which I'm still salty about the random guy who just got really mad at me. Salty's not the right word. It's just living in my head how ridiculous it was that he got angry at me for my intro screed, as if it wasn't supposed to be layered in fucking irony and humor, and just they took it in the worst possible light, which always blows my mind. The worst thing about being your own boss is all the sexual harassment. Oh my god, so much. It's ridiculous. Keeps showing me porn, keeps touching me in weird places. One of these days, I'm gonna get mad.
I think you need to file.
I should file down my penis. You're right.
Oh my god.
I'm going out for a walk. Ask Mrs. Six, too light flashing. What the fuck are you talking about?
Huh?
People want to be angry. People do like being angry. They seem to get a kick out of it. Reading comprehension is hard. I know, it's just weird. Evidence that I am a Sir Sick viewer. I got diagnosed with Tourette's early. That's not the Sir Sick thing. The Sir Sick thing is when you start using Sir Sick isms, like "me am the smart," or like "athy boys" or "religi boys" or "the God man," shit like that. I've heard many people say, "Yeah, I was having this conversation and that shit came out of my mouth, and I got took slightly less seriously." But it is funny, and that's all that really matters. Also, you know you're a true Sir Sick fan when you watch my videos on your TV and then I say something along the lines of, "Alexa, set a timer for 2:30 in the morning." And then you comment later, "I can't believe you did that to me, you fucking piece of shit." It's not my fault. You should have been paying attention, or you should have made sure you turned the alarm off. Oh yeah, I don't want to single out one set of smart anything users. Hey Google, set a timer for 10 hours. Now I need to make sure that mine doesn't go off. Shut up.
This is why I don't have it on. I don't know. I don't really use the Google things like that. The assistant thing I never use.
Thankfully, mine on my phone comes up on my screen.
And the AI thing I never use.
There we go, X. Siri, set a timer for 7 hours. Sick, just set alarms all over again, love it. Also chucked my Alexa because it kept playing music at 2 a.m. Someone was doing that to you, there's no fucking way. Probably connected up to your Alexa. My Alexa is deaf. Deaf Alexa, that's the best one. I use the Sir Sick vernacular all the time. Good. It's the only correct one. Google Gemini is a pain in the hole. Depends on the hole, I suppose. I think we can all agree that Sir Sick is a master debater. I am the biggest master debater, and that's the problem with me sexually harassing me all over again. S voice on my old Galaxy S3 in 2012 only responded to my voice. Nowadays, AI nonsense will serve anyone. I think it's mostly because they want it so that other people will use it and go, "Oh, that's really cool," and then they buy it. Alexa, play There All Around Us. I hadn't thought to make it play music. That's the funniest version of everything. I keep mine off so the neighbors can't get revenge. There is lots of reasons not to do it. Oh, still waiting for the video that Cersei gets so drunk he starts to like people. Well, that's never going to fucking happen. There is not enough whiskey in the universe for that.
He does progressively hate small people as he gets drunker.
I just start remembering who I hate the more drunk I'm get. Good job, me. I start all the shit people have done to me that pisses me off just comes into my head. Cersei, champion distragulator. I'm so distragulated right now. I'm not even an angry drunk. I'm not angry about hating all these people.
No, he is.
I'm not mad at them. I'm just.
He is an annoying drunk.
I am the most annoying
He
drunk.
likes to push people's buttons.
Yeah.
And he does it with me, and it really pisses me off. And he's like, see, it's working. And I'm like, yeah, I'm annoyed. Well done.
I don't know. I'm definitely not a mean drunk. I'm not a vicious. The fucking vicious drunks drive me crazy. So many vicious drunks have started fights with me. It's ridiculous. Out of nowhere. They just seem to come up and they say, oh, big guy, I'm going to fucking be a dick to him. The amount of punches to the face, and I'm actually like a really friendly drunk. I'm annoying, like she says, but I'm friendly. I'm razzing people in my mind. But yeah, my God. And I'm not talking about people that I've razzed and irritated enough to punch me in the face. These are literal strangers to me that I have had no interaction with, but they're just drawn to me like a moth to flyer.
You go on YouTube and type in Mrs. Sick into the search bar. I'll come up straight away.
Yeah. It pissed me off so much. It took me years to get Sir Sick to come up as a top search. It took her like 2 weeks. I was fucking fuming. Incensed I was. Vicious drunks are the worst. Yeah. There's if you are someone who is like, I know not everybody's like does drink. Lots of people are straight edge these days, and this isn't going to apply to you. And if you do it, it'd be really fucking weird. But if you are happy to drink and you're with someone who is also happy to drink, before starting a long-term relationship with them, like before moving in with them, get them shit-faced. Like, get shit-faced together. Don't be fucking weird about it. But see how they behave when their inhibitions are at their lowest. If they're fun and they're kind and they just want to be best friends with everyone, brilliant. If they want to start fights with everyone, that's probably part of their personality and might be worth moving on. It's not 100%. This isn't a go-to all people ever, but it can be a big indicator. Here's a dilemma for you, Sick. Kenthoven is about to drown a huge barrel of whiskey, but his body will ruin the whiskey. Oh, drown in a huge barrel of whiskey, but his body will ruin the whiskey if he dies in there. Save Kent or save the whiskey. Why the fuck wouldn't I save Kent? Why does everybody think that I want to murder the people I use to make content? They are hilarious. If they die, they will stop making things that make me laugh. And more importantly, money, which I can then use to buy more whiskey. Think before you say the words. It's not that hard to figure out. I might like the idea of killing all the humans, but some of them make things, whether that be stupid things or more whiskey. Save Kent, keep the whiskey, and chuck him in back. In back of what? Also, you could drink the whiskey and then put him in the barrel. If you're so desperate to murder people, barrels still work as barrels after they're empty. You could put other things in them. You could put water in it. You could put, like, fucking liquidized Kenthoven in it. Not that you should. Not for the murders, but that's a real mess.
Criminally.
Would you release the Wall Titans? If I knew what those were, probably. Put more whiskey in it. See, that's the kind of bold thinking that we need in this day and age. Can't be making content for sick's sake. Follow the money. I have had people accuse certain channels of being like making videos for the sake of being sick content. No one on earth is doing that. And if they were, if I found out they were, I would be so unhappy. Part of what makes me do what I do is my presumption of earnestness. I don't cover anyone I think that is faking. There are caveats to that. Like, there are people who I think are pretending to be more stupid than they are, but they usually have enormous audiences, so it kind of has a different calculation. But like smaller channels, I assume that they're earnest, and they probably are, because you wouldn't be that small and be doing a bit for years and years and years. Like here, I'm mostly talking about Hans Wormhat. I have been told an unbelievable amount of time that he's definitely faking because they decided, and it drives me fucking bananas, because I've looked at his content. I've watched the videos that you haven't seen, many of them. They're just him talking about things that he thinks about. And I wouldn't say they're not stupid, but they're not interestingly stupid. Like, he's just a Jesus believer, and he thinks that he's saying things that make sense because he believes something completely fucking wacky. But he has enough of an audience that it's also problematic in and of itself. Like, people follow him and think that he's saying things that make fucking sense. Holy shit, that's a drop and a half. Yeah. The next idiot along will replace Hovind once he's gone. Well, Ken is convinced that his videos will live on for lifetimes. God literally forbid. Watching old sick videos. Ever wonder what the mental people from back then are doing now? I mean, I wouldn't refer to them as mental. I don't think anybody I've covered is crazy, like mentally ill. I don't cover people that I think are genuinely mentally ill. I cover people that I think are really fucking stupid or believe. There's a difference between believing something insane and being insane, because you can believe something insane because of what you've been exposed to. At the end of the day, most of you will think that religion is objectively wrong and incredibly stupid, possibly harmful, and many other things. But you also understand that a lot of the people who watch those things, believe those things, aren't gibbering mental patients. They're usually pretty reasonable, sometimes even like pretty good fun to hang out with, as long as they're not like obsessed with their shit or have the ability to not be on all the time. That's always fucking annoying. Like, I have lots of Christian friends, like in my real life. A good portion, like one of my best friends has family members who I also like and hang out with, and I get invited to things, who are quite deeply religious. But when we're hanging out, we just get fucking pissed, and we have fun, and we talk about TV shows and all sorts of other shit. We don't broach that conversation. It's why the how to convince an atheist of this and how to argue an atheist with that are always such fucking annoying videos to me, because I know that you don't need to do that. You'll just annoy people. Breaking news, rapture already occurred. No one disappeared. No one person. And it was like that one. See, what's his name? Who's the friendly neighborhood guy who wears the shoes?
Why are you looking at me?
Okay, there was Bob Ross, and then there was the guy.
You mean Mr. Rogers?
There you go. She knew. I knew you knew.
I don't know what you were on about. I'm daydreaming a little bit.
The rapture happened, and it took Bob Ross And it took Mr. Rogers.
And it took Spider-Man.
Which Spider-Man?
I don't know, the one in the shoes.
What? Is that because Yana said Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry, chat. Does the one in the shoes just mean Spider-Man? And do I not know something about Spider-Man?
Wearing shoes, totally Spider-Man.
You know the guy with shoes? Oh, you mean Spider-Man? Do I not know something? I'm not talking about fictional characters either. Not that they weren't playing a persona. I mean, I bet Mr. Rogers, oh, I bet he stamped on puppies. And Bob Ross, he was an artist, so of course he was a piece of shit.
Mrs. Six over there writing beans.
She probably is.
I forgot to tell you.
Oh,
You
no.
know, because you wrote bean on there.
Yeah.
And it took me ages to find it.
Oh, you found the bean?
No, I didn't find it. One of the kids did. And
Did they find it really fast?
She pointed it out to me, so I put an arrow to it saying "Daddy's bean."
Daddy Bean. Finally, the bean has been discovered. I can't believe you never found it. It's your fucking bean. Or your beans.
It's just when I'm bored, I'll write beans over and over. I don't know why I do it.
Do you not be even funnier if I look at it and go, that's not the bean. That's not the bean I wrote. You find out there's some other mystery bean.
Oh no.
What?
Now you got me thinking it probably isn't, because
It
that looks,
probably
It
isn't.
doesn't
that
look like your handwriting.
You should flick the bean, someone says.
Hang on. There you go.
There you go. That's what it sounds like when Mrs. Sick flicks the bean. Or beans, I guess. Of course, it could have been a thonk noise, like a tin. You're talking about Jesus. He's pretty fictional, and he's talking about Miles Morales, the only Spider-Man, and shoes. The rest wear feety pajamas. Oh, shit, Miles Morales does actually wear trainers, doesn't he? Why do the rest of them... Why is he the only one in comfortable footwear?
because he's smart.
No, to be fair, I'm pretty sure in the second one he doesn't wear trainers anymore. Pretty sure he wears feety pajamas too. He's I'd have to check. God damn it. I'm actually really looking forward to the third Spider-Verse movie. It's like the one set of movies. We've watched the two of them now.
The
And we
only one
get
that
the kids to sit down and watch them.
The only one on here that looks like your handwriting is the one that I wrote with my left hand.
Oh, I have just been savagely assaulted. I feel very, very called out. And is it a bean or is it beans?
No, it's beans.
I did not beans on your bean. I was thinking of Flanders from The Simpsons. What, is he dead now? Also,
Does he wear shoes?
I don't think Flanders ever wore shoes. Have you ever seen Shoes and Flanders at the same time? Pretty sure they're the same person. I'd be a great villain. I'd trap Spider-Man in an enormous bath. You got that from somewhere on the internet. There was an old thing. I say, Spider-Man is extremely, like, it was like newspapers are extremely dangerous to Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man, man with the powers of a spider. Yeah.
Someone hits him with like a rolled up newspaper, or he falls into a bath and can't get out of it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that's enough of this, and we'll catch you in the next one. Thank you all for coming many times.
Come to my stream tomorrow if you want.
You can come all over her. I mean, come to her stream tomorrow, and watch her beat bosses or not. But she's pretty good at Dark Souls now. She's on the fucking third one. She's beaten 2.
Getting there.
Yeah. So thanks for coming, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.